Ukraine fails to procure Tomahawks from US. This is your brief but brief. President Zelensky has been pressing on President Trump to provide Ukrainian forces Tomahawk cruise missiles in its war against Russia, a move that could have significant implications on what has so far been a stalemate. Use this map for reference. Ukraine is able to engage Russian targets from 250 kilometers out with this missile system supplied by the UK and France, and up to 300 kilometers with this missile system already provided by the US. When you start employing Tomahawk missiles, the maximum range doubles or even triples what Ukraine has already been capable of, reaching 1,000 to 1,600 kilometers, with major Russian hubs as Moscow being in striking distance. But that doesn't even get into the logistical and political hurdles. These missiles are usually launched from naval ships, subs, or special land-based launchers. Ukraine doesn't have any of that, so now the conversation becomes about lending Ukraine launchers, which are already very limited in number. Tomahawks are also limited, not to mention expensive, priced at up to $2 million a missile. Crews need several months of training to learn how to operate, and the question of who will provide that training for them. Tomahawks need satellites and in-flight surveillance data to guide where it will hit, so will the US provide that to Ukraine as well? The US gets more and more involved the deeper we go into making these launches even possible. And of course, the optics by Russia that this would be the most significant escalation in Western support for the Ukrainian war to date. Vladimir Putin has said they can strengthen their air defenses to counter this possibility. But the real point of emphasis is that if US intelligence is assisting with targeting those missiles, which we've gone over, it most likely would, that it means the US is seen as directly involved in the war, which may explain why Trump took a step back from previous comments of giving Zelensky what he wants and look for an alternative for ending this war in his upcoming talks with Putin at Hungary. Until next time.